What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Catacombs. So today I want to talk about something that's actually is really important, actually, and I don't think it gets spoken about enough. We watch a lot of shows, with Kevin Samuels and a lot of things going on in the manosphere and things like that, and I don't see a lot of, not too much talk, at least from the men's side, that the money talk. You hear a lot of that when it comes to women. I wanted to make a six figures and six figure this and six figure that, knowing damn well most of the men that they are looking for to, most of the men that are around them, on their level and things like that, they're not making six figures. So there's a lot of talk about women humbling themselves a little bit and dealing with the guys that are literally right around them who aren't six figure dudes, but they're still solid guys. But there is a threshold that I do want to talk about today. Again, doesn't get spoken about a lot. And when it comes to men, there has to be a minimum of what you're actually making before you actually approach women. And on top of that, there's a minimum that you have to make in order for you to be kind of confident in yourself. Now, granted, there's a segment of men out there that they just don't give a damn. And they can make $10,000 a year and still get women. For the life of me, I don't understand that part, but they still get women. They still consider themselves, they got high confidence in themselves and all that stuff. But the vast majority of men out there, your confidence is coming from your accomplishments and your yearly salary. Let's keep it real. And in my opinion, your yearly salary as a man, and especially when it comes to black men, it needs to be 50K and up. I would go as far as to say maybe 55 to 60. You need to be making that before you even try to start building relationships with women like that. Seriously, women are a bill. You got to entertain them. You got to do things like that. And anything less than the number that I just said, 55, 60 a year, less than that, if you're making 30 or maybe even 40, it's going to be really difficult, especially in today's economy. It's going to be really difficult for you to really hold things down in any real capacity. I mean, 50 to 55, you can kind of hold yourself down, and you can go out occasionally here and there to entertain yourself. And if you happen to get a woman that's cool with that, cool. But I don't think you should be looking for a relationship if you're making less than 50 a year, man. Like, times is getting out of control right now. You need to be bringing in some money. Now, 100K, like some of these delusional women, no, we don't need that. But at least the bare minimum, 50K a year. You know what I'm saying? It's tough out there, man. You got to pay for your own living space. 50K is actually a good salary for a single man. It's a good salary for a single man, and between 50 and 60K. Between 50 and 60K is a good salary for a single man in the U.S., anywhere in the U.S. Unless, you're in California somewhere, LA or whatnot, or New York, where the rent and taxes are ridiculous. But in most places in the States, you can get away with being a single guy with good money habits at between 50 and 60K a year. You really can. Now I want to say another thing. When it comes to the money, when women who are always saying that they want $100,000, a lot of these women, they make money too. If they make 80, 90, they want them to make over what they make, or at least the same. She's not looking for that salary from you as a man to see that, oh yeah, he's good with money, or he knows how to make money, or he's disciplined, or he has good values. No. They want you to make that money because they want to utilize that salary. You know what I'm saying? They want your salary to be added to her so she can live more lavishly. She's not looking at that salary as, okay, we can have a really good. No, she's saying I can have a good life. A lot of women, live by the term, my money is my money and his money is our money. A lot of women live like that. So if you run into a woman like that who you got to make six figures and up, you really got to reevaluate. You got to evaluate that woman. You really got to vet her out. All right. Because she may be like, okay, cool, that $100,000. Now you're paying everything. Well, I make my 90 and I keep all my 90, but you're paying everything. So not only do you have to entertain me, you have to pay everything. Your own bills, my bills, all kind of stuff. So when women say I need you to make 100K, it's not just hypergamy. I love that word though, hypergamy, because it's very true. Women do want to be taken care of, but there are women out there that want to be taken care of that have absolutely zero intention on taking care of the man that's taking care of her too. They just want to be taken care of. It's like very, very selfish. So just the guys out there who are making the six figures, be careful with that. And the guys who are making, a little bit less than six figures, if you're in the 85 and up range, just be careful out there with some of these women. But seriously, just getting back to the reason why I made this video, for black men especially, we're in a really precarious situation, and there's a lot of us out there that do not make enough money, and we're already behind the eight ball. You understand what I'm saying? We're already behind the eight ball, so it will behoove you to really focus on getting to that 50K, 55K, 60K mark as soon as possible. You're not going to be able to do it at 18 unless you go directly to the league, or you make it big in the entertainment field and stuff like that. That's different. But as far as like regular working class, you have to really aim for that $50,000 to $60,000 mark as fast as you can get there, man. So you can start building your life. That's where you can, if you're by yourself and you're single, you can have a decent apartment. You can put some savings behind, and you can invest too with 50 to 60K a month. A year. If you got that salary, you can do that, especially if you're good with your money. Proper money management. Proper money management goes a long way. You don't have to make hundreds of thousands of dollars to have a really good lifestyle if you properly manage your money. And you really do. In order to be able to do that, you have to be 50 and up. I mean, me personally, I would say 60, but it's a little difficult to get there really, really fast unless you just come out of school, you go to college. But even when you go to college, you got debt for that. So you got to pay back that debt. You're making the 60K, but most of it's going back to pay off debts and all this other stuff. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say, man, as fast as possible, get to your 50K and up mark. And yeah, man, that's it's really serious. 50K and up, I would say by the age of 26, 27, that's where you got to get there. Because when you're in your 30s, man, things get for real, and you're a grown man, and people really ain't looking to help you. So, you really need to be with proper money management above 50K, between 50 and 60K on a yearly basis before you hit 30. You got to. And there's definitely careers and avenues to do that. It isn't always college. Vocational schools pay that much. So you got to be real selective on what you're doing with your time so you can get there. Because again, a lot of confidence comes from a man's accomplishments and his yearly salary. If you're 30 something years old and you're making less than 40K a year, I'm telling you, it's going to hit your confidence, man. It really is. Especially if you have kids on top of that. And then you have a woman who's looking at you to provide. Like, you can't do it, man. So you really got to focus on getting that between 50 and 60K. I keep saying it, the number. Between 50 and 60K a year prior to 30 years old. You need to be there 26, 27. And there's so many careers out there, especially in the trades, that you can get there by that age. You literally can. And for black men especially, man, we are behind the eight ball financially and all kind of stuff. We got to get there. We got to focus on the right careers, the right jobs, and get into that salary. Seriously. Then more of our women will start respecting us because we'll have some women. You don't need $100,000. You just need proper money management and between 50 and 60K a year prior to age 30. Because after age 30, you really start making money, especially if you're taking the time in your 20s. Check the numbers, do your own research on that, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. I think this is a really important subject, a really important thing to talk about, and it's real serious. But yeah, man, I figured it out at 25. So seriously, my brothers, y'all really got to focus on that. The legal way. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough we already got a whole bunch of nonsense, coming at us as it is. It's definitely possible to make 50 to 60 a year the legal way to start prior to 30 years old. Or even if you just hit it at 30, you still got 15 to 20 years to really, because that's when men really start making money, is in their mid 30s and 40s. That's when we hit, statistically, men hit their top earning years between 30 and 50. Okay? So the quicker you can get to 50 and 60 in your 20s, by your late 20s, mid to late 20s, sky's the limit, man. You get to that 100K real quick at that point, especially if you stay focused. But yeah, again, I'm gonna leave it there, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Definitely, please comment, because I like a lot of my videos are getting a lot of comments. I like the conversations. Please comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm talking about. And yeah, man, y'all be easy.